And now, as Billy Cobham blows your mind, we bring you live from GMRN campus in North Carolina. The show you've been waiting for, with your host, Michael P. Miller.
Hey. Well, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We got a great show. We got a special guest in the studio. And we got a whole bunch of new records to talk about this evening. But before we get started with that, we want to catch up with what's been going on in the world the last little few days. Since we've joined together, some things have gone on in the world. Adam Levine from Maroon 5 and The Voice fame, I guess, is, one of those shows that people like about stuff. He left his mic open the other day, and when people made the wrong choice for one of those stupid shows, his mic was left open and said, "I hate this country." Well, the joke's on you, because we all hate you.
He was talking about music,
but he
hates that country music.
We all hate him. Maroon 5, spinning a Maroon 5 record is like watching your turds go down the bowl. Or perhaps watching a bunch of drowned rats float by on a New York City sewer. That's what I think of when I think of Maroon 5. What else has been going on this week? There was a woman arrested in Mexico for smuggling 16 pounds of contraband under her seat. 16 pounds of contraband under her seat. Meanwhile, Kim Kardashian is still on the loose. And I do mean on the loose. You know what I mean?
You see what I'm doing?
Right? She's on the loose.
Hear me, so make sure they know I disapprove.
So for our folks up north, I heard this morning Detroit, Michigan is they're in trouble. They're in bad financial trouble, and so they're having to avoid bankruptcy. They're having to sell off some of their artwork that they have accrued through the city. So I'm not sure there's. I know they got to do whatever they got to do to get out of bankruptcy, but I'm not sure there's a big market for bum shit smeared on cardboard or East Side murder killers spray painted on a abandoned payphone. I don't think there's much of a market for that, but I bet you can still get $20 for Magnum PI's hat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
More.
So may want to look in that direction. Let's see what else has been going on this week. An exotic foods restaurant in Florida has been forced to remove lion meat tacos from its menu. Lion meat tacos. But don't worry, you can still get all the exotic meats you desire from a little taqueria called Taco Bell.
Mama.
Serving exotic meats and mystery shell stuffers for over 40 years.
Did he write this stuff beforehand?
Over 40 years. Taco Bell.
Did you test this material?
I'm working it out. I'm saving some for the middle chunk. I got stuff for the open, stuff for the middle chunk. Okay, so a gun was found on the Disney World ride, right? Down in Disney World, somebody found a gun on one of the rides. Somebody fell out of somebody's pocket or something. Officials said that a woman found the pistol on the dinosaur ride in Animal Kingdom. The woman turned the loaded weapon over to a park attendant, who then contacted the manager and the authorities. When the gun owner was questioned, he claimed that you can only hear a small world so many times before you need a last resort.
Ooh.
Also, if you bought a Coke there recently, they're like $9. I think I'll take my chances with armed robbery.
How?
But afterwards, he was released after his blood was drained and injected into the corpse of Walt Disney. Okay, folks, thanks for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. Another great week in the record community. We got our good friend Steve Jones here joining us again. And we
made it. I just made it.
You just made it. You just showed up.
Flew into the HP.
Into the HP. Did you go through the Dar Airport, local airport?
I did not. I skipped that.
You didn't run a helicopter?
Convoy.
We had some helicopter things happen this week. We can't talk about it. Helicopter. There's some helicopter stuff going on. So how things been going otherwise?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You took a little trip, went down to Savannah?
I went to Savannah and went to the beach.
Yeah.
And had a good time.
Memorial Day.
Took in the Memorial Day.
Okay.
Down on Tybee Island.
Yeah, man.
I think the last celebrity I know that was there was...
Horace Grant, basketball. Boom, boom,
no,
boom.
no.
Horace Grant didn't go there?
Miley Cyrus.
Racist.
Miley Cyrus shot a movie down there.
Okay. Well, they should let
Last
Horace
summer.
Grant go. He's a good basketball player. Yeah?
Horace Grant would be good.
Yeah, that's a good person to have on your team.
18.
Number one.
How about you?
Yeah, I would just hung
What did
around.
you do for Memorial Day?
Hung around. We ate some food. Mowed my parents' grass. My mom grilled up some burgers. Pretty low key. Nothing too crazy. But you know,
Good food.
good food.
You know,
Good food.
you can never go wrong. Mom's cooking.
No, that's true. And we use a little dinky grill. We got a real barbecue pit out there, but we didn't bother with all that. While I was mowing the grass, my mom just hooked up a little bitty grill. She did 2 batches of burgers. Hell, that was damn 6, 7, 8, 9 burgers. Wasn't nothing but 3 people. So that was plenty.
More than plenty.
Yeah, you know, you have a tendency on those holidays to overcook, and then you have like a potato salad and this and that and everything, and there's like 4 people there, and you're like, I didn't need all this food. We've kind of gotten it down to a little bit of an art in my family. We know what to expect and know what to do.
Yeah.
We've toned it down. We do a lot of belching on the show. I want to tone it down.
It's important for families to know how to treat the holidays and how to handle it like
That's true.
a well-run machine that it is.
It's a machine.
So-
Woo! Boy, I've been playing a lot of new records tonight. You and I both, we hit the stores today.
I think you can play new records all night. They're all
Pretty much.
fantastic. Today was a good day.
Today was a good day. Everything that I've picked up so far that we've listened to, and we listened to a lot of the new records, have been really good. And I've been keeping up on the social stream aspect of the program on the Ustream.
Yeah. It's
And,
a challenge because, I mean, I think I would sit here with a laptop and just do that while you do that.
Yeah.
But I think what people need to know is you have to keep your pipe clean, and,
Yeah.
and to have. I think we need one signal. If the pipe were a little stronger, we could probably get another
Yeah,
computer
Mitch,
running on the Wi-Fi.
We don't have a cord long enough to do that anyhow. I can't bring the laptop all the way over.
No, I would sit here on my wireless laptop.
Like on the 230 PST podcast?
Yes.
Tim
You gotta get one of
Heidecker?
those dongles.
What do you say here, cameraman?
Wireless dongles.
Dongle?
Cameraman's on the
What
mic.
you been doing? What you been doing this week?
Working.
Oh yeah,
You
working.
know, man.
Working for the man.
Yeah.
The
Hell,
cameraman picked up a nice little find over there.
Yeah,
I'll
we
show
got a
you-
little something to show you here
that to
coming
you.
up. Let's
In the area of.
let me get through a couple of things, and we'll visit a little
Sounds.
special thing that cameraman picked up today. A little something we don't. It's down our alley. It's down our pipe. It's down our pipe.
Sound Alley.
Yeah, man. So I want to talk about a few new releases. I did this week. I've got 2 actual official record reviews that I can honestly get. Well, no, one's an honest record review. One is kind of a little snippet review.
So you want to add reviewer to your resume?
Absolutely. I'm trying to get just as much experience as possible because that's important for a man of my age. So we missed it last week. We had people over. Carl and Tiffany was up last weekend. I don't know if you caught the show, we got into a lot of horsing around, and I forgot things, and I didn't have everything organized because it was more of a party situation.
Now, I heard there was a security issue that there would possibly been a takeover, but your security forces seem to have squalled that.
We thwarted them.
Okay.
At the door,
Somebody-
we thwarted.
Somebody tried to hijack the
Yeah.
show.
Pirates are always out there for trying to pilfer your booty.
The secret is
But you're talking about butt pirates?
Not butt pirates.
Oh,
Either way, you have
you
to
said
disarm.
your booty. I thought.
Yeah, your booty, your pirate's booty.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's a term that pirates use, and people of that
Can I say an interesting fact?
say a factoid. Is it a
It's
fact or
factoid. It's a
factoid? Okay, all right.
Pirates buried treasure is kind of a myth, and it makes sense if you think about it, because what they do with all that money they stole, they spent it on booze and whores.
Yeah.
They didn't
Like
bury it.
NBA players. It's like the All-Star Weekend.
They
Hey-oh!
spent it. They spent all that.
Right?
Yeah, but they got the booty
NBA players,
far from home.
they're bad people, except for Horace Grant.
It's fun. It's fun to talk about basketball players and pirates at the same time.
Yeah, there should be a basketball team, the New England Pirates, and they all shoot like that.
Probably a better name than back in the day when they were the Washington Bullets.
Yeah, when there's a lot
They
of
certainly earned that title.
a lot of
Were they
shootings
wearing
and
yellow and black and they're from Pittsburgh?
I don't get that name. What about Asians and blacks?
Yeah, no.
Steelers? What?
I don't get that.
Yellow and black?
I don't get that.
Bumblebees?
So I have an actual. I checked out, even though it came out last week.
How many? How many?
The Daft Punk anticipated release by Daft Punk.
Daft.
Those
Daft
guys. That's those
Punk.
guys in the cool helmets, right?
That's right, the helmet caps.
That's all they know.
that's Devo.
That's all they know them as. No. They have some cool fucking helmets.
So this album's called Random Access Memories. It's been highly anticipated. Double LP on the Warp label. I streamed the entire thing. And I have to say, it's pretty
Is
neat.
this your review?
This is my review.
Okay.
This is my casual review.
Okay.
It's
We should probably just zoom into him.
No. I want to see your reaction to my
Review.
It's it was a good record. There was a lot of interesting instrumentation on it. They had a lot of guest players come in, do a lot of different things. They still had kind of that auto-tune voicey thing. Some of the
So these guys are truly electronic, but they also play instruments as well.
They do. They started out playing in an actual rock band.
Okay.
They understand
I respect that.
Yeah, and they know what's going on, and they know when to, like a good producer in film and video, they know when to go tap somebody else that may be a better editor and say, hey, take a look at this. So they may get a really, really dank guitar player to come in and lay some stuff down, or, hey, you're a great drummer. Why don't you come beat on some stuff for a while and we'll record, you know what I mean?
It happens all the time.
Absolutely. So for that, some of the tracks I would certainly skip over after a while. Some of the tracks are really good, really creative, really thoughtful, and I think it's a pretty neat album. I don't think I'm nowhere near as jazzed as I am for that as I am the Boards of Canada. Obviously, I'm a little biased.
BOC!
The BOC, which had a live listening party this past Sunday. Speaking of being live on Ustream like we are here, I checked out on this past Sunday a Ustream feed out in the middle of the desert in California at an abandoned water park. Some guys went out there, threw some hints on YouTube, and there was a old rusty pickup truck and an Airstream trailer and some speakers set up and like 50 Boards of Canada fans, and they played the whole album. And this guy was allowed to stream the first three tracks.
I saw a little of that. It was very awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And
I bet you anything that the guys themselves were in that Airstream.
No,
they were sitting there.
They're in the Pentland Hills in Scotland.
They had a window unit air conditioner going.
No.
They were comfortable eating sandwiches, pop,
haggis.
probably.
Eat
It
haggis.
doesn't really matter where they were.
No, it doesn't. But anyhow, the record's coming out in a little over a week now. I got it pre-ordered, so it'll show up at the door here. And
You're gonna play it?
we're gonna play it.
Is that a stupid question? Or?
That night we'll probably play the whole.
You might play both sides, right?
We'll play. It's a double LP. We may play all four sides, and everybody else.
So
can
you're
just deal
gonna
with
break right from jazz and go to this double album?
Maybe. I mean,
right after the show.
Maybe it'll wear off because I will have gotten it on Tuesday, and I'll play the hell out of it. So I
We'll
will.
play it Tuesday night. Right?
Oh, no, I'll play it as soon as I get it. But we will, at least with one of our phones, we'll do a little videotaping and the actual unboxing and show me just
Maybe just a
losing.
BOC night. You could play Blue Oyster Cult and then Boards of Canada.
We could do that.
And
We could do
You
that.
try to figure out another one.
yeah, well,
I don't know. But I also checked out today. So anyhow, we're looking forward to that. We're going to do a videotaping of the unboxing, maybe show that when we talk about the new Boards of Canada record, which I'm so excited about it.
Boards of Canada's a couple of sculpts.
how about Bono on Cher?
I'm so excited.
It's like an anthology of Cher songs recorded by Bono.
Nope.
BOC, Bono on Cher.
Yeah. Yeah. We could do that. Let's do that instead. That's terrible.
I mean, really.
Hey, speaking of new releases, this week, Alice in Chains had a new release out. I know Cameron used to be a big Alice in Chains fan. Black Turns into Blue, I think is the name of it, the one that came out in 2009. That was the first one without Lane Staley.
good.
It was good.
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was
of good
good.
tracks on there. Not every track was something I wanted to hear all the time, but good tracks. And the first few tracks, specifically, were very good. So with that, they released a new one called The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here, which I think is a pretty cool name. And I previewed pretty much all the tracks. I at least went through several of the tracks. And
Very busy today.
Yeah.
Work.
Absolutely.
I hadn't heard any of them.
It's good. It's
Surprised me. I
standard.
didn't even know they were doing that.
No departure from what you would think would be normal Alice in Chains type business, and that's a good thing to me. I mean, it doesn't.
Way
The
over
guy
under
still.
the minor key.
Yeah. The guy
Still
still.
drop your E down to a G.
Yeah. It sounds good, doesn't it? The guy kind of still sounds like Lane Staley, so it's and the last.
It's still playing that kind of like, living through heroin or whatever kind of thing. It has that feel.
Well, it's funny. One of the magazine
But that's
articles.
his tone. That's his tone.
Yeah.
You got to give.
One of the magazine articles I read said something about somebody.
Guitar player. I know you
Um,
want to say it. Leader of the band.
said that all their fans are no longer wearing flannel and smoking cigarettes. They have families and drive Miatas.
Sure.
That's what it said. It took me a long time to remember that.
Miatas.
That happens. It's been a long week.
You can't drive a Miata if you have a family.
Miata.
It's a
You can only fit
two-seater.
two people.
I like the term Miata.
You should put the kids in the trunk or one of them in the trunk.
Yeah, you might be able to fit two of them.
It's a small trunk.
Or so.
It's a
Not
small
when they're
trunk.
5. Once
Let's
they're
see what
5,
else
you
came
can't
out
put them in
this week. Laura Marling,
What?
Kalisa. I don't know who that is. Tricky. I remember Tricky. Kind of a drum and bass.
Tricky Dick?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The Dream. Tamar Braxton.
Hey,
Easily
was it,
Oblivion soundtrack.
Lucas with the lid off? Did he not come out with a...
Nope, throwing the flag on that one. Skinny Puppy had something come out. Hey, check this out. Wings
McCartney.
with Paul McCartney re-released Over America remastered on vinyl.
Wings Over America is awesome.
Yes. We got some Wings
That's
up there.
a live album, isn't
Yeah?
it?
I've got a...
I think.
I've got a Wings record.
But Wings Over America is cool because it's like the fuselage, or not the fuselage, it's the plane. You open it up and it's the whole carriage of the plane. What do you call that part of the plane where people sit?
Fuselage.
Fuselage. Cameraman says.
Yeah, you got the fuselage, the wings, the tail.
People sit in the fuselage?
Yeah.
That sounds so destructive.
You're not sitting where your balls are hanging out, are
Where
you?
the fuel goes.
Are your balls hanging out? Look at the shot.
Fuel usually goes in the wings.
I don't think so.
All right, let's check your
Oh,
balls.
wait, you want me to zoom in?
Check your balls.
I'm just saying, check your balls. Who else has got something?
I'll check my balls right now.
Some of these I don't know who they are. Anvil, Dio, Joel Graham.
Dio?
Yeah.
You
I don't
wanna
know
play
what
that
they
song for
re-released.
There.
Let's see what else.
Worse.
Inappropriate.
Worse.
And we'll say that next
I'm sorry.
week
I'm sorry.
there will be. I was kind of previewing something. There will be a new Queens of the Stone Age out
Oh,
next
Are
week.
you getting that on vinyl too?
I should. I really should.
But you're not at the moment.
It's probably $30. Yeah, that's a little.
I'll give you half.
I'd like to, but that's
I'm half season.
everybody loves Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
So
But, Mike's theory is he could get 10 records or
yeah,
8 records. that
depends.
same
I go
day.
through phases. I want a couple of big ticket items or a whole bunch of like cool smaller records, which we kind of did this week. Let me separate some stuff out here because I don't want to give away stuff that we're going to do in the. Okay, I'm splitting stuff
That
up.
was great.
Yeah, nope, you don't know anybody.
I don't know
That's not a record.
You played it.
I'm doing a little just shuffling here because what we're going to do is we're going to go through the records that we played tonight.
My wife wanted to know, what's the one, this is Hamp? What is that?
Excited? Yeah, stand by.
Hamp.
So
So
we're
we're
gonna-
going to stay tuned to find out about Hamp.
Yep,
He's exciting.
it's exciting.
Oh, it was awesome.
He's also
Yeah.
in Europe.
Nope. See there?
I didn't give away too much.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right now.
He's exciting.
No.
Wrap it up.
He's in Europe.
Okay. So the records we played tonight, starting from the very beginning, is a Count Basie record that I've kind of slept on a little bit. This is Classics by the great Count Basie Band. It's Columbia. I don't know what year it is, but it's a very nice, very nice. Very nice.
What happened to the fan?
Heavy.
What happened to the fan that was in here
The
last
fan
time I
with-
came?
Oh Lord, that was impressive. So we busted out a little Count Basie. That was cool. I can't believe I've slept on that as much as I will. And then next we did listen to Lionel Hampton, the exciting Hampton, Europe.
Lionel
And
Hampton.
this is a cameraman record. It's on Glad Hamp Records. Tell us a little something about. Tell us a little something
My
about
wife's
this.
probably going right now. She's probably going to eMusic to get this. So.
Yeah. Okay. This is the exciting Hampton, Europe. It's a little rare.
I love that picture. Show the picture on the back. It's the same as the art on the front where he's dancing on top of the drums.
So this is actually on Lionel Hampton's
That is
own
killer.
label. I can't remember what label he was on. I've got so many of his, and I can't remember.
Right there.
His normal label.
His personal is Glad Hand.
No, I know, but who he was on before that. But this is actually on his own label,
Which is?
which is called Glad Hamp Records. And this was just phenomenal.
That's what a dollar will get you at Goodwill if you're lucky.
Yeah, this is like probably what, $30 record,
$20 to $30.
$30 record.
Where'd you get that?
Goodwill, $1.
God bless America.
Yeah, man.
I love this country.
That was one of those days I walked into
Exactly.
Goodwill,
See what I mean?
looked around and I said to myself, okay, they don't have anything here. That was literally.
I think
the
what
only record I bought that day.
what Adam Levine suffers from, he's just in the wrong space, doing the wrong
I think,
thing.
as my old agriculture teacher would say, he's eat up with the dumbasses. That's what I'd say. Not to mention that his band effing sucks.
Because I love this
suck.
country.
They suck.
Now this record you played,
Yeah.
I want to learn about this.
The next record was Donald Byrd, Long Green, the Savoy Sessions.
That
Now,
one blew my
this is
mind.
another Cameraman record. This is 1976 on Arista. Great tracks all the way through, man. I mean, side A, side B, up your bucket, Joe Boo. The whole thing was great. Great all the way through. And so, always loved Donald Byrd. I got a Donald Byrd. I got Blackbird. He's got the Savoy Sessions. I've got some Blackbird stuff over there. Crazy stuff.
I got some Donald Byrd CDs.
You got some
I first
CDs?
discovered
I don't
him
know
on
what a CD. I don't know what a CD
That
is.
stands for compact disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny thing about compact discs, this weekend is a big project for me. I'm going to try to, because I got to find a place to put my records.
Yeah.
Got to start in the basement,
Put 'em
move
here?
stuff out, reshuffle so I can. My plan is to move all the CDs out of our main room,
Yeah.
make room for records. And my
Sure.
wife thought that was real funny, but it's the fact is I have all my digital recordings on my iPod, on my hard drive.
Yeah.
They are the CDs in digital format. I don't need the CDs, so I can move them and store them.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Keep 'em
And
for
keep the
archive.
analog records for play.
Yeah, if you have to take up space, take it up with
Because
that
still,
actual...
there's nothing. Although it's great to play on turntables and through killer stereos, still the great sound for me is playing it through the old console.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hearing it come through fabric just blows you.
That's why I love this one, the one that was my grandpa's, man, even though the speakers are not... I mean, we got a nice speaker set up here with a sub and all kinds of things, and they got an EQ and all that shit. But it's cool to hear it. Like the old Bill Cosby... on the Cosby Show, he would I want to go down to the basement with my jazz record collection and a record player with just one speaker on it. And he would just sit there, and that's how he get decompressed. That's actually how I got my first thirst for jazz. I saw it on the Cosby Show, and I thought that was cool as shit. Have a little crate of jazz records, go down to the basement, everybody leave me alone. I'm just going to sit here with an old school record player and listen to records. At 7, 8 years old, I thought that was cool as shit.
78.
78 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
not that
78
young.
RPM too.
Boom! Welcome to the Buck Bayou.
I heard you put on some 78s not that long ago.
We put on one of your 78s.
and I wasn't even here.
That's right.
For
We had a
my
party.
78?
Every time you leave, we have a
Those
party.
things are so good.
I was
Yeah.
looking for Bob Wills in the Playboy because I think the guy lived down the
I
street
have
from me.
one of those, I think.
Yeah, that's
You
what,
do,
that's
but
what we
I
played.
found it and then I couldn't find it.
No, that's what we played.
No, we played something else.
Oh, you said that.
I lied.
You made a mistake.
I lied. No, I
Oh,
lied.
You got some of
No.
those that sound
Because I couldn't
really
find
good.
it.
A lot of them are
Okay.
really, really rough. but
Go to
there's a
tape.
few of them
Go to
that
the
sound-
tape.
Go to the
Tape?
No.
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 Oh, by the way,
Yep.
install AdBlocker Plus.
AdBlocker Plus.
Any browser, and it works.
You don't have to use Internet Explorer anymore?
No.
No,
just
Mozilla.
install
I like
AdBlock Plus.
Mozilla.
Use
You
Firefox
can use
or
Chrome with it. Works fine.
And just
Do you
install
mean
the
Chrome?
Chrome or Firefox with the AdBlocker Plus extension. You won't have to put up any more bullshit ads thanks to Sean 0612.
And the great thing about it is it pays off exponentially because anywhere you go, it works the same. Hulu and a local news website, it works tremendously, and you don't get
Yeah.
burdened with things that usually annoy you.
Yeah.
So.
And yes, speaking of Sean 0612, he hooked us up with another cool video that we're going to be playing with some of our records. I previewed a little bit
really?
earlier. Yeah, it's kind of psyche. So I put it on a little bit with Jazz. And I'm like, oh no.
You previewed it?
Yeah, just a little bit, but I'm gonna wait for some.
You check it for boobies and stuff.
for flash frames.
Messages.
But no, we're gonna play a little bit later when we get to the more psychedelic portion of the evening. We'll play a little rock and roll music. we'll queue up that. It's very cool. Very cool. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
We heard, speaking to your wife, I know she's a big fan of this album, the Jimmy Smith and Wes Montgomery, Jimmy and Wes, the dynamic duo on the Verve. One of my favorite jazz records ever. And the greatest covers ever. Nope, you got to hold it up.
Hold it up.
Nope, you got to hold it up.
Dynamic duo.
Nope, you got to hold it up.
Want me to do it?
Nope. Look at that cover. A couple of gentlemen sharing a sandwich. Great record. One of my favorites. And I love the Verve, favorite label. Okay, and
Let's go 5/8 now.
finally we heard a Dave Brubeck record, but it's a special Dave Brubeck record. It's a promo copy. 2 generations of Brubeck. This is Brubeck with his kids. And it's a damn funky record, man. This is 73 on Atlantic, Cameraman record.
Did I get that or did you?
It's yours. And it's
I know it's mine, but did you get it for me or did?
No.
No.
He wouldn't-
Hell
he
no.
wouldn't
I
give
wouldn't
that
have
to
given
you.
you a Brubeck.
You need a white balance or something.
Really? There's a button.
That neutral density thing, hit that. Now hit it again.
Hello.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's all right.
So that's a great Brubeck record. It's a weird Brubeck record. Really funky.
It's
got
really good.
It's got Take 5 on it, I think,
Well,
somewhere.
It's got whatever song you were playing is at 5/8, and once you get 5/8 in your mind, it's so hard to get rid of because it's so awesome.
Very
It's
true.
so hypnotic.
Very true. Okay. Well, I think
always
it's
got that in his head.
yeah.
You're on 5/8 time. Is he?
Yeah.
I do. It's funny that the newsroom has a hollow floor, and I was out there doing topicals.
What is that? I don't know what you're saying.
There's this place with a hollow floor, and somebody stopped me and said, "Hey, it's a good song you got going on there."
Yeah.
Because it just like.
Yeah. Okay, I tell you what. Let's take a little time and we'll talk about the records that we picked up today. We got a whole bunch of records today, and
Yeah.
we have a special segment of the show where we talk about records that we find throughout this.
What do you call
the
that?
past 7 days?
What do you call
We
that?
call it a little thing called Dig of the Week.
Dig of the week.
Now we're talking, folks. We're gonna get into a
GMRN
little-
campus, live
Yep.
from GMRN
We're
campus.
live.
Dig of the week.
It's a big deal.
I hear you,
And
brother.
so-
I hear you.
It's a big deal. And so what we're going to do is a lot of these we've played this evening, but some of these we haven't. And these are the things that I picked up today,
Hand me the sleeve.
and we're going to just talk about it a little bit. So, to start off Dig of the Week, Steve, what did you pick up today?
Well, I'll go ahead and start with what we just listened to.
Yeah, that was in the background?
And it's brought to us
BG.
by a man named Jerry. And I'm not...
Oh!
It's a man named Jerry. The guy's name's Jerry Butler. And Jerry Butler was one of the
With a B?
founding... He sang in a choir with...
Your uncle, Ted.
no, don't screw me up.
No?
That great composer.
Mozart.
Nick is bald.
Jared
Oh, shit.
Wilson.
No.
Davis.
It'll come to me. They were founding members of the Impressions.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the other guys in the Impressions?
Oh, Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield and him. And
Curtis
another
Mayfield, the
guy.
Impressions. Now, my
They're
dad's...
the guys that sang "People Get Ready."
Yeah, People Get Ready is... Here we go. All right. Everything's fine. Everybody calm down.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
Kermit didn't want to take part in this.
Nothing happened. You don't worry
So
about
anyway,
it.
Jerry Butler.
It's my dad's favorite song.
This is a
That's
band
all.
that played with Jerry Butler, and he gave him a chance to shine on their own. And it's called Introducing the Iceman's Band.
Yeah, I should have got
The
this.
Iceman's
Man,
Band.
I should have totally got
You
this.
showed me this record and said, "Hey, do you know
Yeah.
anything about this?" And I'm like, "I don't know anything about that. It looks kind of weird. The cover is just totally bizarre. There's people...
I dated her.
There's a band in a big pile of ice, and it's just a little...
That's a promo copy too, right?
So I picked it up, and it gives you recommended cuts for the DJs to
Yeah, man.
play certain cuts.
Would you hand me a beer?
But it's a
Cameron?
great
Can you
record,
get some?
and yeah. So I was glad to pick that up.
Yeah.
And so
I may have a little something to say about Jerry Butler coming up.
Let me tell you one more I got in the world of the sort
take
of
it easy.
funk or jazz. This is definitely jazz.
Take it easy.
This is called The Spirit of 1976.
Yeah.
It's got that card. Feel that card stock.
Oh, that's the card stock I like.
And it's got that glaze, man.
Yeah, I like
It's
that glaze.
So sweet.
What year is that
This
from?
cat,
Oh.
N.L. Richards. It's 1976.
Oh, well, obviously.
I think
Okay.
he actually picked the name, has something to do with the BPMs on it, but he's a vibes player.
Yeah.
I'm not good at holding this up. But he's a vibes player, and it's a really cool record. I got a chance to listen to that on the way before I came over here.
Yeah.
a
Really? You
preview.
put it on before you came over?
Yeah, it's awesome. But you played some great vibes already.
I got a question.
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually have a record player in your car?
Carve.
No, I listened to it at home
Harman Kardon.
while the girls were
You have a
showering.
record player in your car.
What?
A record player in your car.
Oh,
a mobile
I have a
record
friend, Don
You'll
Eric.
never
I have a
steal
friend that has a record player in an old Mercury.
Does he really?
It is so
I know
awesome.
you're talking
It
about.
is so awesome. This is like a 1956 Mercury.
That's-
Whenever I think of Don, I think of that Steve Miller song, Mercury. Have you heard it?
Yep. And you know what?
Cruise up and
It's a
down
funny
this
story
road.
because this
by
dude is
myself
an
in
engineer
Mercury.
and he can fix anything in the world.
Cruise up and down.
And when I first started in
He does jukeboxes.
in the business,
but that
I brought my record player when I first started getting back into vinyl. I had an old belt-driven Gemini bullshit turntable. It was terrible, folks. But the belts,
but it gets you running.
it got me running, got me going out buying records again, and the belt slipped off, and I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. And old buddy I worked with was like, "Bring it in, let old Don look at it." And so I brought it in. I was like, "Could you help me get this belt back on this turntable?" And he was just like, "Well, let's just see what we got."
Oh,
here."
he's awesome. He's
Boom!
awesome.
And just hooked it up real fast, and I was happy as a lark. And he was happy to help me, and that always feels neat.
There's good people around here.
Good people. What else you got? What else you pick up today?
Oh, I don't know. Let's look and
let's take a beat.
see.
take a
The
beat.
next one I listened to. The next one I listened to is "This Is the Youngbloods." And
Oh yeah.
I picked it up because I know the one song that I know is "Get Ready," or that's the song everyone knows. You might call this a one-hit wonder band, unless maybe I'm going to miss something. But this is called "This Is the Youngbloods," and come on, people, now smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now.
Yeah.
And so this is definitely a psych band. And I listened to one side, just in GMRN tradition. I've got this habit now where I listen to one side, then I put on another record.
And you save the other side for later, right?
But I think this is a compilation because all these songs are on various. I'm pretty sure this is a compilation of the 4 albums they put out. So
That's cool.
yeah, I've got a couple more.
Okay.
I could tell you what I got, and then we'll be done with that. The one I put on after that, I believe, was this record called Rhinoceros.
Oh, Rhinoceros. Okay.
I think it's a self-titled album of a band called Rhinoceros. I don't know much about them. I don't recognize names, but I do know
that Reprise?
it's
Or what is
it's a
that?
pretty.
Electro?
What I did recognize was the name Paul Rothschild, who produced The Doors.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I saw that, I was like, I'm going to buy this, and then I
Okay.
was very happy because it's hard hitting kind of.
What era is this from?
That's mid '70s, I think, maybe
Okay.
like '76, I think.
Got the nice gatefold on
But
there?
it's good.
Oh, yeah,
It's
okay.
good rock and roll music.
Okay.
From a good band.
Sweet.
In fact, I did a little research. That they kind of named him as a. It says 1968. I'm sorry, I was totally wrong.
Wow.
Okay. Wow, that's a little early.
And last but not
Okay.
least, the band Focus.
oh, yeah.
You got a message up. It's probably some kind of.
Nearing recording limit.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to check that.
The band Focus
we were
that did
supposed
Hocus
to.
Pocus by Focus. Da-na-na-na-na, instrumental. For the guy that screams real high. Well, it's hard to describe the song without playing it because everybody's like.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
That's
I
pretty
will
hard
play
to
it.
describe.
And it's got a
You're
killer
right.
drum solo. It's just a great song.
I don't think that's it.
That's the one.
And the guy's got an incredible range. It's
We'll
just a
listen to
nut.
it.
It's a nut song.
Is this the one with the denim
But this
on the
is
inside?
Focus. This is Focus 3, and just looking at it, it looks like a total prog rock album, and it is. It's a great album.
Is this the one with the denim on the inside?
I don't know.
Yeah, open
I
that
don't
up and
know.
feel the inside.
Is it denim?
I'm not going to feel it.
No, feel the fabric.
Has it got fabric in there?
No, didn't you say it was kind of denim-y?
No,
I don't know nobody.
I don't know that.
Somebody said that.
And a free record outside was good old Bob Newhart, the button-down
Oh yeah, I've
Mind
got
Strikes
this. I actually
Back.
have this.
Doing
Oh, that's
Bob
great.
doing his stand-up where he gets on the phone and does all that crazy stuttering.
And this was
stuff.
free. The spot
This
we
was
go
free.
to, one of the spots we
You know,
go
it's-
to, a couple of spots we
The
go
cover's
to.
in such bad shape they're not going to sell it.
It's a
You
funny
know,
record. It's
Sure,
really-
it's
it's
very funny
Bob
record.
Newhart, man. That's how he got his start. What do you have over there?
Okay, I tell you what. Let's why don't you stop the recording and then bring it immediately back up, and we'll continue to talk for the folks live here on Ustream.
Just don't say anything important right
So
now.
I just want to make sure everybody knows what we're going to do. I'm hit stop.
Yep.
We're still on the air though.
We're still on the air.
Exactly.
This is just
Yeah.
for recording
So
purposes. We're just making an edit point. That's what we're doing here.
3, 2, 1, stopping.
Don't tell us.
My digs of the week. And
You
the
want
things,
to start? Let me start this. Hey, so what did you get this week?
what I got this week were some things from a record store, Steve.
Okay.
And what I picked up, I actually got a hold of
Vinyl
some
records?
Vinyl records. Some vinyls. Every time I hear somebody say vinyls, I want to start triangle choking like humanity.
I think the vinyls.
The vinyls.
I touch myself.
Inappropriate. So I got some free records too. That's not one of them. I don't know why that's up in that pile. I'm going to shuffle some things around. These are all my free ones. Okay.
Free record.
How about Harry James Jazz Sessions? It's Columbia LP from. It looks pretty damn old. I don't know what year it is, but it's a.
Has it got a
It's
red?
a Harry
is
James-
Is the Columbia label red
Yeah, I bet it is. I
or
think
blue?
it's red,
Red.
big, thick Columbia label.
Good.
It's not.
It's probably early 50s.
It's not in very bad. Look at that
No,
record.
that's in really good shape.
It's in really good shape. The cover
That's
is
why
open.
it's free.
The cover is open on all four sides, but it's Harry James and his orchestra. So yeah, that record will fall out on all four sides. Just keep that in mind.
So careful with that.
Also picked up for free the Dukes of Dixieland.
The Dukes. You're a big Dixieland fan, I know.
Well, I've got several of these Dukes of
and
Dixieland
you're a
albums.
good clarinet player.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Can I play clarinet?
I think so.
I can play a clarinet.
I've been in Dixieland, by the way, and there are Dukes there.
They're Dukes
There are Dukes.
Are they real Dukes?
of
Oh,
Flatbush.
And they know the Dixieland. They duke it up.
But actually, this is one of these in this series I don't have. That's cool. I'm glad to pick it up for.
It's a series.
Oh, I've got like 4 or 5 of them.
Same part.
Harry what is it?
Harry Connick
Condon?
Jr.?
Not Harry Connick.
No,
Jr.
no, Harry Condon. It's or something Condon.
Tommy Condon?
He's a guitar player.
Jimi Hendrix.
Condon. I can't remember his last name. I want to say Harry, but maybe not. But also picked up. Oh no, here's the one that's destroyed.
It's another Columbia record.
It's another Columbia. This is the Great Benny Goodman. Listen to the
Speaking of clarinet,
featuring the
holy crap.
orchestra, sextet, and quartet with Harry James, who I just mentioned on the other record,
Gene
Krupa,
Krupa,
Teddy
Holy
Wilson,
hell, Lionel Hampton?
and Lionel Hampton, who we just mentioned before. Picked it up for free. It's in kind of rough shape, but it's not the rough. I mean, for free, I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. You want to show that off? You want to show it off?
Homina.
I'll show it off.
Gotta come up with a phrase. It's not like,
You're going to make the
"Hey,
show
yo."
4 hours long.
I'm thinking homina.
4-hour show.
Homina.
Homina. Yeah, that comes off like that. It's a convertible record.
Columbia.
You got to have you a nice convertible record for the summer where the cover just comes off like that and you can hold the
Well,
record
you don't
up.
want them to melt.
Exposing
No, you
us.
don't
Let
want
them
convertible
disappear.
record. What is this? Now, Steve, you told me about this. This is a 12-inch from EMI. Jason and the Scorchers.
Jason and the Scorchers.
19th Nervous Breakdown, which
For
is
many-
written by
for
Mick
many
Jagger
years.
and Keith Richards.
For many years, they were the #1 band to play in the Athens, Georgia circuit.
Really?
And that's something to say because they're not an Athens band. They're
REM.
they used to be Jason and the Nashville Scorchers, and
So they dropped the Nashville?
During the time I was there, which was REM's heyday, they were the band to go see.
Huh.
What was REM's heyday, just by the way?
I would say like 82 to 88.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought it'd be later than that. But they were, I know they were,
No.
Before they
were
got
around.
MTV.
they were
Right,
around
right.
forever.
Long enough. Long
When
enough.
did they put out OK Computer?
Okay, I also picked up a free one. This is a compilation called Starflight. It's one of those cheesy 80s looking compilations, but listen to some of the players here.
It's funny you said that. It's funny you said that because REM tried to go in a different direction when they lost Bill Berry. And they said, well, Radiohead changed directions. They changed
They
directions.
said that back then?
Oh, yeah. OK Computer came out? Oh, yeah. Big time. But they couldn't make the transition. They just didn't. They didn't have that edge.
Okay, we got Robert John, Maxine Nightingale, Elton John, ABBA, Foreigner, Cheap Trick, Peter Frampton, David Naughton, Bonnie Pointer, Dr. Hook. Hey, we listened to a little Dr. Hook last week when Carl and Tiff were up.
He's not really
Peaches
a
and
doctor.
Herb, Atlanta Rhythm Section, Earth, Wind and Fire, McFadden and Whited.
Man, that sounds like a party right there.
It's a party record. for free. It's probably in really shit shape. So the end of the, actually this was for free. Look at this. I can't believe this was free. Well, maybe I can't. I don't know. I've not heard it. This is a Queen song, Princes of the Universe, and it's from the film Highlander, 1986 on Capitol.
I remember that song. I thought it was kind of cheesy when it came out.
You remember the song?
Yeah.
I don't remember the song.
Are you going to play it tonight? Will you
Yeah,
play us that song?
We gotta play this.
We can play it right now. It's just a 45.
We could play this
We can play
while
it,
we.
stay on camera.
I don't know what kind of shape
Keep us
it's.
up, we'll sit
it
here.
looked okay.
Shake our hands.
Look at that.
Capitol.
It's not in too bad.
I gotta switch records. So do you want it on between records? Or
No, no,
Sure.
no.
I say yes.
No, because we'll use it as when we need to switch.
I'll flip sides with this.
Yeah.
There's an instrumental version on one side. No, it's a different song. A Dozen Red Roses for My Darling is an instrumental.
But
And
it's not in bad
Princes of
shape
the
for a free
Universe.
record. I don't really get it, and it comes with the picture sleeve, which I've got a shit ton of 45s, and I have very few picture sleeves. You know what I mean?
Really?
So anyhow, let me just stick that back in that mug.
What you got going now? Is that Rick James?
Rick James.
Bitch.
Oh, that was another one of my. Hand me that one while you're at it, cameraman.
Well, why don't you give me a second?
I forgot. Some of the ones we're playing over there are actually ones that I picked up today, including the one that's back in that, right there.
Was that Jean-Luc Ponty you just played?
Yeah. So
Jean-Luc. Engage.
so I'll just finish up with the cheapo El Cheapos. This is Grand Funk Railroad, good signing, singing and good playing. And pick this up. It's produced by Frank Zappa. Holy shit.
You just saw that?
Yeah.
We'll see if he's a good producer.
Now we'll do that when we're moving around a little bit. Yeah, we'll move around a little bit. This is
Something to put on next. What do you want?
I gave you something.
1976 on MCA, and it's a dollar Grand Funk that I didn't have, and it's produced by Frank Zappa, and that's really cool. What this? Go with that right there. We're keeping with the funk. We'll go with that and just hand me the cover.
That's,
I'll talk
yeah,
about
he
it.
picked that one
Oh, you
up.
mean that one that
The ADC band?
Yeah, the ADC band, and
You
I'll
don't
talk
know
about that.
nothing about it, right?
Uh,
You gotta
no.
show it on camera before I play it.
That's right.
They gotta
Well,
see this-
that's why I was saying
they gotta
cue
see
it
why
up.
You bought it.
Cue it up and hand me the cover.
Show him Rick James, bitch.
Yeah.
It's playing right now. Let's see that cover. It's pretty funky.
Don't call me bitch.
Well, it goes with Rick James. I think this is busting out the first cut from that album.
That is. This is what's the name of this album?
Busting out.
Busting out of L7.
Busting Out of L7, Rick James.
L7.
Yeah, I didn't. Fred said that to me when I was checking out today, and
He said that. I didn't get what the
was
hell he
like,
was talking about. I was like, L7, the band L7?
So what this Rick James is? This is 1979. It's on the Gordy label. It's a classic. That's a classic. Down in the crate.
Right there, man. ADC band.
That's a classic Rick James. I've got one other Rick James. I've passed on him a couple of times.
Super Freak?
Do I have one Super? No, I don't have Super Free. I've got Fired Up, which is great Rick James record. But so anyhow, earlier in the evening, we listened to this jazz record. I have to say, I didn't really know a whole lot to what really to think about this record. I picked it up and put it back one other time at the same spot. And the reason I really picked it up is because of the cover. Because this is just a bananas cover. We're talking Cal Collins with the Steve Schmidt Trio Cracked Rib. Take a look at this cover, folks. This is what it's all about. This reminds me why I go out and I really look at records and buy records, because when you get covers like this...
Well, you see an album like you don't know if the guy can lay it down, and you're like, well, I don't know.
So this guy right here, I got a little information about little Cal Collins here, this guy here. He's passed away, but he's an American jazz guitarist from Indiana. He first played mandolin professionally as a bluegrass musician in the 50s. Wow. After doing a stint in the Army, he moved to Ohio, where he switched to jazz guitar. He must have got into smoking weed, man. I bet that's what happened. He went from country to jazz because he started smoking weed. I'm writing his own biography. I'm doing it right here live on the air.
Was it
Do something
Cincinnati?
about it. Do something about it.
Was it Cincinnati? Did he move to?
It was. Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay. I can respect that.
He played into the 70s for various ensembles. In 76, joined up with Benny Goodman, of all people. Started in the 70s and continued in the 90s. He recorded copiously for Concord Jazz In 1993, cameraman, he toured with Doc Watson,
What?
Steve, Jerry Douglas,
Jerry Douglas?
and
I saw
Cephas
Jerry
and
Douglas
Wiggins.
at Merlefest this year.
And Matt on Masters of the Steel String Guitar Tour. He died
That
of
sounds like a hero.
liver failure in 2001.
That makes him sound even more like a hero.
He's your hero.
He's a country kind of cat. He's a jazz kind of cat.
He's good.
He's the kind of cat that makes really cool record covers with a plate of ribs.
We can respect a man like that.
God, that's cool. Great guitar player. We played this earlier. The guitar, he was jamming the guitar, man. I mean, just jamming it. Some of the tracks were slower, but it was kind of like Kenny Burrell, where it was like, it's still jazzy and continuing on, but the individual notes were just fantastic. Fantastic. Kind of B.B. King-ish. It's about the space between.
What kind of guitar was he playing? Could you tell? Was it like one of those Gibsons?
I bet it was like a 335. Yeah, I bet it was. Had that hollow body kind of.
That low action.
Oh yeah. Yep, exactly. That's exactly right. He was getting down on it. So I appreciate that. That's a new name for me. It's a new record for me. That's cool all the way around. Also picked up. Man, I didn't know what to think about this record. Spent a little money. Oh, $7.
We had to get him to play this one.
Played it in the store a little bit. This is Joe Turner, Great Rhythm and Blues. Now, yeah, check out this cover here. And this, actually, hang on a second. Let me just read what it says on the back. What kind of got me to get into this here. A veteran of 4 decades of recording, Joe Turner's distinctive Kansas City blues shouting style first came to the fore on Decca Records in '42. Long partnership, yabba yabba yabba. So, but some of the tracks, Honey Hush.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I listened to them. Oh, by the way, mobile. By the way, you're not strapped. You ain't strapped down to your house when you watch this show.
No,
you stream on your phone.
You can do it on your phone.
I just stick it into my little
listen to it on the road,
auxiliary
man.
into my stereo, and I'm driving down the road listening to Joe Turner singing "Honey Hush."
That's what I'm talking about.
And there was another one on there called, it reminded me, Nothing from Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. It makes me think that he was inspired by this song, because this song was about nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And it's like, it wasn't the same song, but...
So yeah, when you go on vacation this summer, folks, take your little mobile phone, hook it up to your stereo, while you're cruising down the road on Friday night, you check out Grown Man Record in the car. Better next XM Radio,
Hey,
up your ass.
Just by the way, some of the younger folks might only know it as vacay.
Vacay. Yeah, I don't care for that term.
What?
Look at that. Look at that cover, man.
It's
that
a
dude.
funny cover.
And look at the back. Look at the back.
So
of that.
he apparently did records for other folks, and then he took these songs and did them himself, I think.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit
That's what it
about.
sounded like to me.
You hit your arm.
Elbow. Have you give me a beer?
Let me tell you a little bit about this gentleman.
What do you got?
That this record, this particular Joe Turner.
You got a lining kugel in there?
We got
Summer Shandy?
Give him a magic hat.
Magic Hat.
Steve wants a magic hat.
Do I want a magic hat?
You want one.
I like Summer Shandy.
So this Joe Turner that we just talked about, that's 73 on the Bulldog label, and he was a crazy dude, man.
Can I open this?
He was an American blues shouter, as they call it.
I got
A blues music singer capable of singing unamplified with a band. So
unamplified, he projects.
This dude didn't need a microphone.
Well, it reminded me. He said he produced another singer that sang like that. And it reminded me of Howlin' Wolf, the way Howlin' Wolf sings.
Yeah, that's true.
Just belting it
According
out.
to the songwriter Doc Pomus, rock and roll would have never happened without this cat.
What?
Yep. Although he had the greatest fame during the 50s with his rock and roll recordings, particularly Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Oh, he wrote Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
Turner's career
Shake,
as a
rattle, and
performer
roll.
endured from the 20s into the 80s.
Ted Turner?
Dude.
Joe Turner.
60 freaking years in the business. Are you kidding
That's
me?
as long as we've been in the business.
I've been in the business.
He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987. So he got his due.
So he
And
belongs
he should.
there.
60 years, man. And that stuff was jamming.
And 1987 was almost 70 years
God
ago.
almighty, man. So,
I'm mad I didn't get that one now, because you were kind of iffy on it.
what?
I'm mad I didn't pick that one up.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
He let that Moody Blues go today.
Yeah, but you have it.
You have it.
You have it.
No, I have.
I have it.
Yeah, that's why
I have it. It comes with a booklet. I think I have the booklet too.
Yeah, I think I do too.
It's a great.
Also picked up a promo copy of Les McCann Talk to the People. Oh man.
How much was it? How much did you pay for it?
I paid
$6?
$5.
Man,
Atlantic 1972.
that is a great record.
And the
You got
cool
some
thing
good
about this record, for me, like I said, it's Atlantic 72. It's got a track on it, which I have on the Live at Montreux album called North Carolina. And that's where we are for people in the...
I thought it was great that was about the last song you played before you went to the show, where he
true.
asked you to talk to the people.
That's true. That's true. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but this little section about North Carolina. He says, if you've ever seen Les in one of his fun moods strutting down the street like a small town hipster, then you know where North Carolina comes from. It's straight out of Jimtown, Coal Town, Buttermilk Bottom, and Stinking Creek. It's country.
Hold on. Did you say Jimtown?
Yep.
You know that's a problem, right?
Jamestown?
Jimtown is a racist term.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Is it?
What?
That's what he says.
Jim Crow laws.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Did you say Jimtown or Gemtown?
Jimtown.
Jimtown.
Yeah. You gotta
Jimtown,
J-I-M?
You gotta
Coal
put shoe polish on your face and.
Buttermilk Bottom, and Stinking Creek.
Yeah,
No, listen.
Sounds so racist.
It's like the Washington Redskins.
It's country soul with a vengeance. What a great line.
Country soul.
It's
with a
country
vengeance.
soul with a vengeance.
So
Which
Awesome.
that's what,
Awesome.
this one apparently had been sitting in the back of his head for some time just after waiting for the right moment. When he walked in from the studio, the rhythm section already had set up and was just fooling around. When he said the rhythm section was fooling around, Les McCann walked in. And what happened, he went straight for the keyboard, and what came out was North Carolina. So the rhythm section was just kind of screwing around.
So the lyrics are North Carolina.
He don't say nothing.
Raise up, take your shirt off, spin it around your head like a helicopter.
Yeah. Hey, hand me what the next record we're
You
gonna.
really don't know that?
It's a really terrible
It's
hip hop.
I'm sorry.
It's terrible.
I don't.
It's terrible.
I don't do that.
Hey, just hand me that cover. The next one we're gonna talk about because that's the one I picked up today as well.
I bumped the camera.
That's all right. Cameraman bumped the camera, and we'll think of. Actually, this is what we'll play next. This is from the ADC band. Now, I didn't know much about the ADC band. This is a promo copy. It's got a young lady with her. She's got some tight britches on.
I see a disco ball.
That's what I'm worried about.
I see a disco ball.
This is 79.
Might be good underwire music.
On the
while
Cotillion
we're
label.
still talking.
79.
Cotillion. That sounds like a dance ball.
That is. But what really sold me on this,
The pictures on the back.
the picture on the front with the young lady's bottom.
You show it?
Also, cameraman, if you'll look at this, the first cut on this album is called Stank Machine.
Stank!
Cameraman's got one thing for you.
Yeah?
What's the name of the band?
ADC band.
ADC band.
ADC. Put it back.
I got you ABC.
Oh.
Stuff.
Oh, okay. People from other places don't know about
Can we
this.
got a graphic?
No. We're
Oh,
gonna
wait,
do a,
no, you can't. Is it?
It's fine.
You can't drink sweet tea on.
Yeah, we can. Here we go. So this is to Muzak.
Where's
Hold
yours?
that.
Where's
Hold
yours,
that.
cameraman?
Look at that. Look at that young lady's
Where's
bottom
yours,
up
cameraman?
there. Look at that right there. And look at that first song. Can you get it down there with that first song?
Stank.
On the front where it says promo. Yeah, down there.
Stank.
Are you kidding me? For $2, I bought that.
Here's the stank machine.
Here's the Stank Machine. Yes.
What are we about to drink here? What is this?
What is this we're drinking, cameraman?
Oh, is this?
Cherry flavored.
Oh, hell.
Cherry
Evan,
flavored.
Evan Williams?
Cherry flavored Evan Williams. Okay, here we go. Cheers to Grown Man Record Night and everybody out there paying attention to what the hell we have to say.
Oh, that's good.
We appreciate you pausing while we poured some more funny down our neck. Let's see what else we got. This is going to come next, this ADC. And I got one more record I want to talk about. This is Chick Corea and Herbie Hancock. Yeah. And it's I previewed a little bit of it. It was a little slower than I thought it was going to be.
Mr. Kitty's rubbing his head on the tripod.
Kitty, are you rubbing your head on
In case you see the camera move a little
If
bit,
the camera's shaking.
it's just Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty.
You saw him earlier tonight.
He's scrubbing.
It was a good shot of Mr. Kitty you'll put
Yeah.
up.
I had that on the tripod. I was holding the
I
tripod.
tried to show the family while we were at Sonic, Mr. Kitty, and knocked over my Diet Coke into my wife's chair. So thanks a lot.
That's what I do. I've been screwing up relationships since the early 90s. Mine, other people's, whatever. It don't matter. So
It's all right though. We had a good time.
That's right.
We had a good time.
This
to the show.
This is Chick Corea, and I forgot. Somehow this got messed. That Billy Cobham. Did we talk about that?
Billy Cobham?
Cobham.
Dude, we discovered him recently, and he is such a great find.
I don't know where that
I
went.
don't know either, but
Let's talk about that for a second. That Billy Cobham that we listened to.
The drummer.
He's a drummer. He's from Mahavishnu Orchestra. He's played with Miles Davis. He's also worked with.
I
Let's
think
see.
Return to Forever, was he in that?
Yep. Well, not what you said,
Maybe.
but
But yeah, he's an incredible drummer.
incredible drummer. And that's some cool tracks, kind of fusiony stuff we listened to earlier. He's been sampled by Massive Attack, lots of other stuff. Great record. That was a '74 release on. Let's see what label. Atlantic. '74 on Atlantic. That Billy Cobham. Is that how you say it?
I would say it that way.
Cobham. Okay. So it's great.
Corn on the Cobham.
He permanently moved to Switzerland. Really crazy. That was cool.
Great drummer.
Last record we want to talk about. This Chick Corea Herbie Hancock. This is on Polydor from '79, I believe.
Again from Return to Forever.
Yeah?
Were both of them?
Well, maybe.
Was Herbie in there for a while?
This is '79. And true to what the rule I set for myself. So apparently these guys got together. They did 2 live recordings. They released one on Hancock's label, which came out earlier, and one on Korea's label, which I think Polydor was his label.
Okay.
But they were both live recordings from around the same time. But true to what the rule I set for myself, Cameron, if you would please open up that gatefold and look at what you see inside the gatefold.
The hook. This is definitely the hook for Michael Miller.
I mean, when I'm looking for records,
That's the rule.
black and white picture of some jazz cats smoking a cigarette, I'm gonna buy your record. I made that declaration on the air live one night that if you do that, I'm probably gonna buy your record. I saw this today. It was $5. Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock. There's a black and white picture of a dude smoking a cigarette. I bought the damn record.
What if it had been $15?
Well, I can't do all that.
that's what I said. What if it was $100?
Yeah, he said $100. But
Interesting fact, Chick Corea.
Korea.
There's a country in the world called Korea.
yeah,
There's 2 countries, North and South
Right.
Korea.
Yep.
They got their name from
is that
this-
like East and West Wisconsin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
We're
they got
familiar
their
with
name
that.
From this jazz musician.
Right.
They liked his music so much they named their country after him.
Both of them. They
That's
got
right.
mags that said, I picked it first. No, I picked it first. Now they want to fight. That's all they want to do is fight over the name Korea.
Well,
They can't claim who found him first.
this was maybe a little. I need to preview this a little more. We're gonna play it in the next couple weeks. It was a little slow for what I just sampled.
Okay.
Great record.
Later in the evening.
Piano jazz. We may pull it out. I'm gonna need to preview it a little.
It's crazy.
Oh, I know. I've been
Okay.
here before.
That's all the records we got.
I've heard things.
I think that was a great dig of the week.
That was a
I have it
great
all
dig of the week.
I think that was a great dig of the week.
Great dig of the week. Made me hungry.
We picked up numerous
I'm very happy.
records between the two of us. We kind of cleaned that spot out.
I actually didn't plan on buying records this week. I spent a whole, big wad on a whole case.
Yeah, I spent way
a
more
case
money.
of ginger ale.
Yeah,
So,
we'll
hey.
come back to that here in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Don't be
in a minute,
spilling
if you
stuff.
don't mind. I'm not spilling. I'm teasing.
Tease, a deep
MF,
tease.
I'm teasing.
Deep tease.
It's a deep tease.
Okay. So what we're going to do, folks, we're going to dip down and play a little bit of this Rick James. We may slide it a little bit into this ADC
Did
band.
Rick turn it back? Did he turn it down? Is it getting kind of mellow back there?
Oh, he's probably getting soft.
No,
that's
I'm
all
just
right.
saying he.
No, that's all right. We're talking about it.
It's all right. We're talking
My name's
over.
also Rick.
His dad's name's Rick.
I call you Ron. I call you something other than Rick.
Yeah.
But we got that the girl with the big
Ricky.
bottom ADC band. And what was that first song called? Stank what?
Stank Machine.
We're gonna listen a little bit. Drop it down.
Stank
Let's see
Machine.
that booty right there, real quick. That's what we're talking about. That's where she has bathrooms.
That's where the booty is.
That's where she has bathrooms.
Turd cutter.
Turd cutter.
Oh man, you ruined it.
No, see?
There's somebody I know that says
It's Adam Levine, first and
things.
full up to the front.
Man, look
So,
at
okay,
look-
we're going to listen to a little bit of this. We're going to dip down for a little bit. We're going to come back for the So to Speak and a chip chat. So stay with us.
Man, check out the shitter on that one.
Yeah, that's right.
When you hear that, it's like,
The old
man, you
WB.
ruined it for me, bud.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So stay tuned with us here on Grown Man Record Night. We're coming back with So to Speak and Chip Chat with our guest Steve Jones. Appreciate him stopping by and bringing some records.
Homina homina.
Me bringing some records. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Stay tuned. Don't move anywhere. Don't you damn go anywhere. Don't you damn go anywhere.
I'd go to the bathroom right now.
I
if I were you.
swear it. Okay, thanks for joining us. And
We're
staying
back.
with us.
We're
Staying
back.
with us.
There's some slow grooves going on there.
Yeah, there was some slow grooves.
But that's all right, man. That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. We got to
gotta get into
cleanse
it.
our
Let it
palate.
go.
There's some Rick James we're listening to,
Roll with it.
and that's the ADC band. They got some funky jams.
He's good.
They got a little slow jams. That's all right. That's all right.
Hey, so what are we doing now?
I'll tell you
wanna
what. We got another little semi-dig of the week that the cameraman picked up today when he was at the Goodwill.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
Let's
want to talk a
about
little
that
bit. We
for
were
a
going to talk about
second.
this a little earlier. So what we have here,
It's got price tags all over it.
it does have price. It's got numerous price tags.
I hate that. Clean that up.
It's a Magnatone.
I hate that too, actually.
God, it's a Magnatone. Cameraman, come talk about this.
Looks
What
like
is this?
A 12-inch.
Magnatone Varsity from the Magna Electronics Company, Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, it's manufactured in Los Angeles,
like a little-
USA.
A little amp. How old is it?
The late 40s.
Late 40s.
Wow,
early
late
50s.
40s.
Is it
I
heavy?
think the
Is it
last
heavy?
year was 54
Not that- I
or
mean,
55.
Yeah,
And, well, I plugged it in at the
it's a
store.
guitar amp.
Yes, a guitar.
We hadn't said that.
It's an instrument amplifier.
It's an instrument amplifier. Picked this
And,
up at Goodwill. How much money did you pay?
Well, they had a $10 tag on it, but it
Yeah.
didn't work when I plugged it up. So I said, "Hey, can you drop the price?" They said, "Yeah." Got it for $8.
Look on the back.
$8.
It's got
That's where
two.
you plug in.
It's got two instrument inputs
Oh, wow.
right here.
It's got a.
It's got a little cool,
Interestingly enough,
a cool
the,
50s style, 40s,
the
50s
pot
style
only goes
switch
up to
control,
7.
volume control,
Huh.
The volume control only goes up to 7.
and then a little power indicator and a
Wow.
fuse box.
So it don't work, but I found
think you need
all
to
the
get some new
parts-
new tubes for
I
it.
found all the parts online.
Yeah.
I can recondition, and it's worth.
Hold
a
that
bit of
finish
money.
up there, Steve. Let's talk
I
about
would
that
love to
finish.
hear. I would love to
Hold
hear.
that finish up
What's the
there.
finish called?
What's this? Mother of
It looks like
toilet bowl.
Mother of.
it looks like
Turtle.
Mother of
tortoise shell.
toilet seat.
Kind of a tortoise
That's
shell.
what it's officially called.
It's
Mother
officially
of
called
toilet seat.
Mother of toilet seat.
That is Goodwill for you. You get good
So how much
stuff.
is one of these amps going working? What can you pick one of these amps up
I've
for?
seen them up to $400 or $500.
$400 or $500, and you paid $8 today.
Has a
It
price
needs a lot
tag
of
of
work, though.
10.
It's
you
got
Needs some
pay-
work.
variation.
But that's cool. What a cool! I'm gonna set it up here on my grandpa's record player. Man, that's awesome.
So,
That's awesome.
and
So,
so is that.
what is that? What do you?
Look at you, a two-shot. You and the pig.
Is that the Piggly Wiggly shirt? Man, look at that. I'm split screen with the Piggly Wiggly. All this talk about pork and radios and tubes has made me a bit thirsty, I'll be honest with you.
Too.
There's only one way to solve a Friday night thirst, and I'll tell you what, we got a special way to talk about it this evening because we got some serious business.
We're
to
going
discuss.
regional. We're going regional.
We're going regional. We're going
so to speak.
So to speak. We're going family heritage time. And I'll tell you what, for family heritage, but for a certain reason, we're talking about the Blenheim's Ginger Ale.
This
Right.
is, yeah, man.
Now, you originally brought these
Blenheim.
back. Blenheim? Blenheim?
Probably Blenheim.
Blenheim.
But from where it's from,
Blenheim.
it's probably Blum.
Blenheim.
Just
I would say Blenheim.
But,
But,
Blum. Get you some Blum.
So give me the skinny on
All
this
right.
beverage. You knew about these before.
I knew about
I've
it
never
'cause
seen these before.
My wife loves ginger ale.
Right?
And we discovered these local stores down in Savannah.
Okay. I'm with you so far,
I've learned
Steve.
a lot more since then.
Right.
Blenheim is a company pretty much on the campus of south of the border in Dillon, South Carolina.
Okay, now south
Which where you're you have family from
Yeah,
there.
no, my dad is actually from Dillon, South Carolina. If you've ever been cruising down 95 and you see those Pedro billboards, Pedro says turn around, you missed it. And this is just a big tourist trap. It's really cool. I love
Remember that
South.
town you did not want to stop and get gas in?
I love south
That
of the
was
border.
Dillon.
I love south of the border.
Yeah.
And my dad is actually from there.
South of the border is the empire of kitsch.
Yeah.
Everything is so. It's so overblown on those billboards. We stopped. We
Sombrero
stopped there to
is
get
like-
ice cream. That little
How
ice
big is
cream
your
place.
Sombrero?
It was a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
No, they got
So anyway, Blenheim, South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's where this stuff is from. And I remember it being real spicy. Like you've had Schweppes, you've had Canada Dry.
Right.
That's ginger ale. That's not what this is. This is something very special. It's a small company. There's a history behind it that involves the Tories and the Whigs of all
Tories
things.
and the Whigs.
Yep. They a guy was running. He was either a Whig or a Tory, one or the other. And he was,
Wigs are the ones that wore the powdered wigs.
no, and he's trying to hide, and he gets his boot or shoe stuck in this
Boot or shoe.
watering hole, which he has to go back and get. When he goes back to get it, he tastes the water and decided it was so pure. It was like mineral spirit water.
Right.
He found this
Uh-huh.
really great tap of water, and so that the word got out, and people started coming there for healing and for the healing water. One doctor set up a shop and would have people come and come and come. After a while, they said that, we like the water, it's healing,
Uh-huh.
but it's so irony, it's so tinny.
Yeah.
So
Too metallic.
He added
Huh.
Jamaican ginger to it.
Right near the
And that-
beach,
that was the
boy.
start of what this is.
Uh-huh.
It's
Wait. Did you say it tastes irony? or
Irony?
irony.
irony, metallic,
Irony? Like,
Irony.
Metallica irony.
Metallica irony.
So yeah. So and that passed along, and eventually the family that owns south of the border, I think it's the Schaefer family or Schaffner.
That's right.
Schaefer,
That's right.
They bought the company, and they still produce this product, and they're trying to keep it true to its
Huh.
origin in being a pure. They don't sell this in cans or 2 liters. It stays
Right.
in glass because they don't
Always
want it
glass
they don't want
bottles,
the taste
folks.
to be
It's a
off
real
or
deal.
tinny, as they say.
Right.
But there's 3 kinds. This is the original,
Uh-huh.
the gold label. In fact, if you look at the bottles, you can't tell what the hell you're getting. It's Blenheim's
same.
ginger ale. These guys are trying to save money, so they don't print a lot of stuff on different
Right.
bottles. But it goes with the top. It didn't, and it doesn't even say what it is. But you have to know the gold top is the standard, and it's got a good kick to it. Would you like
Really?
to try that now?
Let's try that now.
Let's try that
this
now.
is the
This is-
standard Blenheim. It's the first time I've tried this, folks.
Blenheim Gold Top.
Cheers.
It's like old number 5 or number 3 or something.
Okay.
You take a good swag.
Okay.
Look at the difference in levels.
That's got a good yank to it.
It's a good strong, sweet and strong.
It's sweet and strong. That's interesting.
They stick with table sugar.
Oh, that's
Sucrose.
interesting. That's
You like
the first
that?
time I've
But
ever
it's
had
got-
a...
the thing about this ginger, it's got that blooming heat. That
Yeah,
kind of.
that's right.
And Canada Dry didn't do that.
No. I don't
The
know.
other
If,
companies don't do that, but this does that. And they have a diet now, which is new. They
Yeah.
use sucralose instead of table sugar. But this one is the most popular. This is they call it the red label, although it looks kind of
Red
fuchsia.
cap.
It looks kind of fuchsia or pink. I'll show
it's
it to
it's
you.
supposed to be red, Steve, not fuchsia.
I picked these up at a Piggly Wiggly, by the way. That's the color. It's not in focus very well. But.
Yeah.
So let's try this. This is the hot.
This is hot. I've
Now,
never
the other-
had a
the
hot
other,
ginger
The others,
ale.
I can still feel the ginger from the other. Do you feel that?
Yeah,
on the back, of, your, on
that's
the back of your
good.
throat. Yeah, a little
That's
burn.
there.
Super hot.
That's there.
So, but this is the red label, and this is
Okay.
what they're most known for.
This is my first hot.
The only place you can get
Ginger
this
ale.
in our town is a very expensive florist. There's a couple places
Like a
in
lawn
Green-
and garden center.
a very expensive lawn garden center.
Okay.
This is the hot.
Here goes the
let's
hot.
try this.
I'm going to take a big pull.
You should. It's not that hot,
It's not that hot, but here it comes.
but here it comes.
But here it comes. Take you a pull of these.
Now I've had them.
You've had the hot?
Yeah.
You ain't had the
You
hot.
haven't had the hot. Try the hot.
You got to try that.
Okay.
Was that the hot one?
That's the hot one. That's very interesting.
Take a good drag on that.
Yeah, take a monster.
It's hot enough.
Canteen
it
full
cleaned,
if you
it
want.
cleaned the lip of the bottle as it exited the bottle. So.
Wow, that's something else. I've never
yeah,
had a ginger ale that
that is a cleanser, kind of.
it cleanses my palate. That's for sure. Wow,
And that's the story of Blenheim's right there.
ain't that something?
Oh, it's so good.
They sell them in Piggly Wigglies,
good.
and
Wait for it.
I know, I know.
they sell them in
Wait for
convenience
it.
stores in certain areas. But as you get farther and farther out, they distribute them in seed stores and.
Yeah,
You
they
need
seem to be in
shots.
a lot of those kind of shops. General
You know,
stores, feed
if you
stores.
If you buy directly from the company, you can buy online and they ship it to you. It's $1.
Is that Blinehams.com?
it's a
If our viewers want to check it out, is it going to be Blinehams.com? Are you
I think
probably
it's
just-
BlinehemGingerAle.com.
if you want to just go ahead and Google
I plan.
Blineham
Look,
Ginger
it's on the
Ale.com.
way. It's on the way to Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is the vacation spot for most people in this
Yeah,
area.
whatever.
We like North Myrtle. We go there because it's very cheap for us. We know some folks.
OH.
What?
IO.
Like Myrtle Beach.
OH.
But in this area, that's the
Ohio.
beach people go to. It's a little over.
Yeah.
Come through
It's a little too much. It's a little quieter on North Myrtle. Anyway, that's the path. You go through Dillon or Clio or anywhere in that area.
Yep.
You have to go near this. So
Clio's
I'm
moon.
planning on doing a little stopover with a camera and maybe getting a little short
Oh,
story.
do a little man on the street.
Maybe talk to Mr. Schaefer.
Oh, that'd be cool. So we're thinking about dropping by, checking out the. Have you held one of
And
these?
we might
up
even
yet?
meet some of Mike Miller's relatives from that area. And
That's true.
I will wear body armor if I have to.
Yeah, there's some
will have to.
there's some hardcore people. I got a lot of family down
So
there.
your dad hid in a tank. Is that true?
This is true. Now in the Dillon, South Carolina town, they have a VFW, right? And outside of the VFW, there's an old World War II, I believe it is, tank, like a Sherman tank or something out in front. And so me and my dad, my dad and one of his buddies when he was a little kid, thought it would be a good idea to skip school and go hang out on this tank
Right. Tank.
all day instead
Hide
of
the
going to
tank.
school.
Cool place
But
to
it's
hide.
like South Carolina
In the summer?
in
Or
the summer or
spring?
getting there,
Anytime,
getting
really.
there.
It's just humid as hell.
So what it ended up being was really freaking hot, and so these two kids sat in this tank all
Probably
day.
nearly died.
And when they came out, they were like, "Oh my God, we should just went to school." And I think they got busted anyhow. My dad got the hell beat out of them, and that's one of those deals. Hey, what a great soda speak.
Yes. What do you think of that? What do you think?
That's
of
really good. And the really hot, I'm a big fan of the really hot.
that? It's not. It's
It's
too-
not really
I was
hot.
afraid. They call it blazing hot, but you know what? I like heat, and that's a good heat.
Yeah, you know what? It reminds me of like
It would be really good with lamb vindaloo.
yeah, not like
Wait,
a
what?
Lamb vindaloo.
what the hell is that?
It's an Indian dish with
Oh.
lamb. It's got
Oh,
that
no,
those
no.
You were
those,
so
those
making
hot
that up.
Indian peppers, which
Make
are
it up.
unlike any other,
There are no peppers in you.
except maybe the Thai peppers.
But I tell you what, for me, it reminds me more of like not like a hot wing hot, but more of like a horseradish.
It's
hot.
a horseradish hot. It's a,
Yeah,
it's
like a root. Because horseradish and ginger, they're both tubers, right? Would they be tubers? Horseradish and ginger, tubers.
You're probably close on that.
Yeah, they're underground, rooty type
One's a
vegetables,
root, and one is
and they have a similar type of heat. They kind of
a building heat.
yeah. It's not
A
like
slow build.
It's not
a
like
slow,
hot wing.
It's a slow burn.
slow burn. Okay.
Excuse me, that was terrible.
That's terrible. So we've had. Oh, what is that noise? Hark,
I know it's not a soda bottle.
hark! Do I hear the call of what could possibly be a chip chat? I do. I do hear what could possibly be a chip chat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have us a damn chip chat.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
I've enjoyed my
Let's do
soda, but
that.
I do need something to
Yeah.
offset this heat with a little salt.
That's
and a little
right. We're gonna
flavor.
offset what we got going on with some hot. And I'll tell you what, we got a open bag special that's gonna blow your mind for no reason at all. Because what this is
Keep it
for
simple.
My Essentials, aka El Cheapo, aka store brand. This is Food Line store brand. Regular wavy potato chips, and the reason we have these, I've picked up. We
Dip.
don't do
Dip.
a
Dip.
whole lot of dip
Dip.
here, but we do some dips.
Yep.
Are you sure that's wavy or wavy?
Wavy.
I'm not
No,
sure
I got
how the way
things
it's
on me.
spelled. I can't really figure it out.
So we're trying the Ruffles Ultimate beef and cheese flavored dip. It says real beef inside. Let's hold that up. So I got some ruffled potato chips to go along with
This dip reminds me
of your uncle's Portnoy.
of my mom's. They call it SOS. It has a military SOS kind of term. Something on a shingle.
Oh, right.
I won't say it.
No.
I won't say it.
The S word.
I won't say shit unless I have to.
Right.
But it has that flavor. It's great, kind of a gravy flavor.
It does.
With
Like
meat.
it reminds me of
I
McDonald's.
want to try this dip on toast.
Reminds me of McDonald's sausage
Get
gravy.
Texas toast, that buttery Texas toast, and pour that on top of it. Whoa! Homina!
Think of McDonald's sausage gravy. That spicy McDonald's sausage gravy
Yeah.
with that real grainy consistency of the gravy.
Watch out. We're just going to do something.
So yeah, that's good stuff. So I thought I'd just have a dip going around just for the hell of it. We'll get on to the real chip chat here.
It hasn't expired, has it?
No. So we got one flavor.
Just checking.
We got one flavor that you brought,
Dip.
and we've got.
I didn't bring nothing.
Yeah, you did. This is from a few weeks ago. Yep.
I don't see anything.
Yes, you do.
I don't see shit.
And Trisha Bailey, a friend of the program, has also hooked us up with a couple flavors. We did a couple Steve, a couple Trisha last week. We're going to do the same this week. So we'll just get on with the one you brought. You remember this?
No.
This is a Barcel.
Yeah,
Chicharrones. It's hot pepper and lime, sweet flour. It's another one. You brought this. You did. This is from you. These two are from Trisha.
You're making that up.
Let's try this.
So is it like a crunchy kind of...
It's puffy, kind of like a muncho.
Like a munch?
Like the octopus
Is it
chips.
potato? Corn? Is it corn?
Wheat.
Wheat.
Wheat snack.
What do they at Barcel know of wheat? How about this in a cheese dip?
Yeah, everything will probably end up getting dipped in this cheese dip. That's what's going to happen.
It's got a boat. It's got a boat feature, which is
does.
really nice for a dip.
Let's hold that up, cameraman. Where did you pick these up, Steve?
I don't know where it comes.
Let's hold that up.
You don't have auto focus on.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you picked those up, Steve? Is it just Sheets or one of the other?
If I bought these,
You bought them.
I would have bought it at Sheets.
Okay, so these probably came from the Sheets.
Now
Probably the same one with the
Now
migrant.
the one in Mount Airy is the
Mount
one
Airy, that's what we're
where
talking
you can buy products that are targeted to Hispanics, and that's where that Doritos stuff was that was so
Yep.
awesome.
This came
So
from
I
that
wish
same haul.
Frito-Lay would get a clue and put them in other stores as well.
Sure.
And my mic is fucked up.
F apostrophe. Okay. So we'll move along to a couple of the Trisha snacks that we have. I want to go with this one next. This is from a brand, I think these came from the Ollie's company.
Okay.
All natural 1853 kettle cooked. I'm spitting shit out all over myself. Kettle cooked buttermilk and herb, sliced extra thick, seasoned to perfection. Wow, these look really good. 1853. Let's see what they say about this.
1853.
Who says they don't make them like they used to? When confronted with a whiny diner who wasn't happy with the cut of his fries, Chef George Crumb responded
How
like
we
a
doing
true
on our,
American.
on our
He
music?
went back to the kitchen and came out with the world's first batch of potato chips. That was in 1853, and no one has complained since. Let's try these 1853.
1853.
Oh, I see. The name of the company is
Buttermilk Ranch.
That's the year that the potato chip was invented.
Buttermilk and herb. 1853
You hear me?
kettle.
That's the first year of the potato chip, 1853. That's
when the
why they
potato
named it
chip
that.
was invented.
Yeah, that's why they named them that.
And they say
making
these
that
guys are making the claim that they did it.
Well,
I'm gonna pour these into my hand.
What do you think that they sell?
okay, they're kettley, but not very kettley. Got a nice, almost ranch, almost dill flavor. Tastes like a ranch dill to me.
Yeah.
It's very good. I'm gonna take one downtown in this cheese.
Oh no, that's real good. Mm-hmm. That's not 150 years old good though.
That's good.
They said
real
the
good.
first. Is it the first? What's your judgment? that the first potato chip?
No,
No.
they're just paying homage to that year.
Homage.
Homage. It's an homage to the process and the
Who was
history.
the first to make a potato chip?
They told a story.
Drop the potato in oil.
The story is there was a whiny customer. He was unhappy with the cut of his fries. And the chef was kind of like, okay, all right.
You want to clean it?
He cut them all thin and went back and fried the shit out of them and came back and was like, there. And dumped them all out all crispy.
I
Like,
was like, yeah!
exactly. That's exactly how potato chips were invented.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Okay. I got things in my mustache. Yeah, look at that. We got one more chip for Chip Chat. Also from Trisha Bailey.
They need to make the red, getting back to so to speak real quick, they need to make the red in a diet as well. The orange is now in a diet, but the red is not. They need to put the red in a diet.
That's true. That would be good.
Because a little
Tastes
too sweet for me.
Tastes clean though.
Yeah,
Tastes
it's very clean.
Okay.
I feel healthier.
Absolutely. From the Hers brand, we have a creamy dill flavor in a ripple chip. Pennsylvania company. We've had them on the program many, many, many times.
Oh, many times. In fact, I'm still talking, is it Hars or Hers?
Hard.
Okay. Let's not get that going. Let's
Well,
not-
you just say because car drug in this area.
No, he
there's
says
car
it because of Carr Avenue. Carr Drive, whatever it was.
There's a place called the Car Wash. Kerr Wash. That
The
defines
car
name of the road.
wash.
In Wolfington. You're talking Wolfington.
If there's two R's, it's car. If there's one, it's car.
Oh, these are good.
Yeah, man.
No, you don't get any because you call them stupid.
Dill.
Unique dill flavor.
In a
I
good,
taste the. I don't just taste the dill. I taste the creamy of it.
yeah, I taste the creamy.
It's kind of like a really dilly ranch. And now I'm sticking in the cheese because I'm an asshole.
It's not a hard chip. I'd like to taste it in a hard chip.
That's inappropriate. I don't know why, but it sounds inappropriate to me.
That's good.
That's really good. All these are some great chips. Great chips. Damn it. We've had such a chip chat. We've had such a... Jesus.
One for the ages. This dip is
It's
really
one
good.
for... the dip is really good. I was going to make something. And but I saw this dip. It's a beef and cheese flavored dip. And so I just kind of went with that.
It was, yeah, your question was already answered.
Yeah. So you know what?
Well, I've enjoyed it.
Hell yeah. We've had a lot of great records.
Is this a sign off?
Getting close.
Right.
We both had really great hauls of records today, spanning everything from Dixieland to jazz to rock and roll to funk and all the way across the board. Got some great out of market ginger ale, really hot. I've never had a hot ginger ale.
I might want to go back and get those George Carlin records.
They had 4 George Carlin
And they're
records.
classics too. They're like the one with he's the fool with the
Cameron's
high
got some of
shoulders.
those. Oh
and,
yeah,
you know, all the
that's good stuff, man. So anyhow, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing here. We're gonna play some more. We're gonna get some rock and roll. We're jamming that rhinoceros now.
rhinoceros.
Slide on to some more rock and roll and,
rock and roll.
start getting funky for the evening. Not funky. Start getting a little crazy. A little psyche. We're going to get psyche because you like the psych rock. I like the psych rock. Going to play some psych rock. Ain't no sense in not doing that. So thanks for joining us for our Grown Man Record Night. It's been another great Friday night. We appreciate Steve dropping by, bringing his records. We shared my records. And it's been a great Friday. And it's always a good time.
I'm glad Kermit joined us. He came
Kermit
back.
joined us. He came back. So we appreciate you hanging out with us and spending your Friday night here. Stay tuned with us for some great rock and roll music. And be sure to check out all the segments on youtube.com/Machete Miller. And
Don't forget the summer festivals next Saturday. There'll be bounce houses. There'll be a lot of water rides. Down into the street from the top of the hill.
Yep.
And it's going to be something you won't forget.
I'm talking about the flood.
On the campus at GMRN.
Yes, we have an entire campus here. And we're going to put on a thing for the
I
children.
just want to use the word campus a lot more in my life.
We're going to do things for the children and keep things just fresh.
You know, the children are our future.
Teach them all and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess.
How long are you gonna keep singing?
Okay.
I'm just curious.
No. Okay. So be sure to check out all the segments on youtube.com/Machete Miller. And stay tuned for next week here on another Grown Man Record Night, where we're just going to get entirely too stupid and talk about records. And it's like going over to your mom's house and getting some pie.
Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for being with us. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I got some love rap to put on you, baby. Love me tender.